Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamara with a Plan. In this video, we're planning in my declutter planner, and so far my declutter planner is working out very well. We are now in the second week of April that we're going to be decorating for, so I'm going to grab out the pages. This is an old 2018 planner that I am re-daying. Everything turned out super cute last week. And I'm really loving this planner with the cute little detail and the color on it already. So I'm just going to be adding to that. This is the May month that I have redated to work for April. So let's get going on this week's April spread. And this is the one planner that I'm using as a weekly overview instead of a 2-page daily. It's the only other planner that I have in my planner system, which is because I really don't like flipping around pages, but this is a project planner, so don't mind having it in the back like I minded some of the other planners when I was having just so many planners to flip around through. Okay, so I'm trying to see what color. See how we have all of these dark blues? I think I'm going to use them. So let's grab all of these off. This is the Mojo Jojo's Pastel Dated. I'm not a huge fan of pastel, but you can see these aren't actually pastel colors. They're like a darker shade that you can actually read. If you look at some of these, like this light blue even underneath, or the yellow, even the green and this light pink down here, they're really hard for me to read. Just not dark enough. So I prefer to use these other colors that I can read better, but I will eventually have to get around to using the lighter colors. That's okay. Well, I think this one coordinates pretty well with this blue that's already on here. It's like a shade darker, but I think it's cute together. Oops, why did I put Monday on top of Monday? I'm gonna pay attention a little. We are redaying. So Sunday will be the 6th. And I like a Sunday start on my planners. Just how my mind works for the week. And this one's going to hang out a little. We'll figure out what to do about that in a second. The numbered dates on this planner are pretty cute. They have like a, I don't know if you can see it, it's like a little detail in them. The thick black numbers with a little bit of detail. I do think we're just gonna have to white out these edges. So let me see. It's not gonna look that great, but, and I could leave it because it's not super noticeable. What's more noticeable? That's more noticeable. I probably should have just left it. Maybe next week we leave it. Okay. But that's okay, we're ready to go. And then the book that I wanted to use for decorating this, oh, we also need to change this to April. And I think we're gonna grab that same blue. If we can find it in an April. Oh, here we go. We'll use this one. It's a lot bigger, but I like that it matches, and it will cover this entire month over here. Okay, that looks good, and we'll get this covered up as well. Okay, the last maintenance we're going to do is I'm going to white out this monthly overview because it's from 2019, I think, is what we're on. So it's not going to pertain. And I'm using Happy Planner stickers, which are pretty easy to see through. So I like to cover up for those. And what I thought of doing is using this botanical book because we already have some flowers down here. I don't want them to clash, but I'm not super worried about it. So let's see what we have. This first set could actually go pretty well. So I might try it Although I am tempted to use these brighter colors, but I think this is going to go a little better. So we'll use these. So let me see what we have here. 2 pages of this deco. I'm going to pull one out. We'll use 1 full page. And then we have, yep, and 2 pages of these. So we're going to pull both of those out. And then we have all of these that are going to be accents. We'll pull one of those out, not the gold one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pop all of these back in here when I'm done if I don't use them. I know that's kind of annoying, but that's what I do with them. And yeah, I like these. What boxes? Maybe we go more peachy, or should we tone it down with this bluish? We'll just grab this out and maybe this big one out. Yeah, a little carried away, huh? Pulling out stickers, but that's, I always pull them out. I don't know. It's just easier for me to kind of flip through. Okay, so we only have one of these that I think it's going to work. I'm not really fond of this yellow, and this is kind of a whole different look. So I'm going to grab this one off, and we'll start with that. I think I'm going to put it over here. So why don't I white this out? It's just going to show through. Okay. And where are my deco stickers? I think we accent that with some of this pink over here. And we will do a box cluster, so let's get another color on there. I guess we're doing this kind of greenish. I like this green polka dot. We're just going to put it here. Okay. Now we definitely need something, you know, eye-grabbing up here. So what do we want it to be? I mean, this just kind of seems like the obvious choice. So let's do this. Yeah, I like it. Okay, we'll do some more boxes. Look how cute these boxes are. Like really cute stuff. So obviously these stickers are meant for a classic planner. So they're not sized perfectly for this. Like, that's like an understatement, right? They're not sized at all for this planner, but you can make them work. You know what? I think I'm going to do this one down there. But I do need more pink on this side. And I don't know, we might skip the yellows and just pop them back into the book. So I'm just not sure about them. Whoops. Wow, this desk. This is a lot of stickering. I think I'm going to put this one over here. Okay, so we'll get some of this cut off, just so it doesn't hold the page down. And for this one, we can feed it back in up here. switch these to mix the colors a little. So I think that'll look a little nicer. Yeah. And then this can go over here. Maybe. Right. So we'll grab this one off, and like I said, we're gonna probably leave these yellow stickers. And we'll see what when we can use those later. Let's go with some more boxes. And make this one go vertically, horizontally. I do know the difference. This one vertically. Accent some stickers. Okay, I do want to start getting these on. It says stay humble and be kind. Not really as much about what it says as the color. To get this on here. It's like kind of matchy. So like, where can this go? Whoops. Maybe we should have put it over here. Let's see. Might just work. Okay, that page is ripping. You do have to be careful with Happy Planner paper if you're going to move stickers a lot, which I always move them way too much. I don't know why. Okay, that's fine. And then kind of do this one somewhere. These are kind of more for the yellow colors. I mean, this would have pulled it together, but I'm not going to use it. Okay, so Bloom from Within. I think if we get another green here, we can kind of attach it on here. Okay. Those are not perfectly straight. Did I expect them to be? Kind of. Alright, so get like this down here. Actually, maybe this one goes over. I think that's okay. Do this one here. So I think this kind of goes still, and maybe this one. The rest aren't really what's going on with the page. So put this one up here. two last florals. This little one seems like it should maybe be here. This big one. Maybe over here. Okay, I do have a couple more boxes. So instead of putting them back in the book, I think we're just going to use them. It's not a lot. It might be a little too much for the page, but that's okay. I like boxes on these. It helps me write, like, you know, different item numbers. We're essentially going to have one big box cluster, I guess. It's okay. Classic planner. Stickers on a big happy planner. They look a little off. We all know it, but they can still be cute enough. I'm gonna do these tiny ones. I think they'll be easier to do. And just cover these up. I'm gonna switch those two. See the purple and the purple? It's kind of like a gray purple. Okay, we have one more box. Where does it want to go? Where? Let's pair it with this guy down here. Somewhat straight would be nice. This is a little plain, so I'm just going to grab this guy and put him down here. Okay, I do like that better. This page is done. So these pages, I just kind of slip back in to the sticker book. I'm actually just going to leave them in the front. And then when you rubber band it, it holds them in. And we are done with our declutter planner for April 6th through Saturday, April 12th. Okay, that is it for this video. We have another week decorated and ready to plan in our declutter planner. We have other decoration videos coming up soon. and some other videos of things that I'm doing in my planners. So stay tuned for all that. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.